That is the most pro of any of the stuff you'll get from Apple, is when you see the word Studio on it. So, as someone who's been using a Mac Pro and a Pro Display XDR since they came out, the immediate first thought when I saw these announced was, should I be switching to the Mac Studio and the Studio Display XDRs? You know, I've gotten really used to these huge Pro displays with more real estate, but 27-inch 5K with slightly thicker bezels, it's not a disaster. It's still a lot of screen. So, since everything else about it is better, probably should be switching. But for everyone else out there who doesn't already have a Pro display and is looking for the best display to pair with, say, their MacBook Pro, this is about as good as it gets. Like, as a video creator in this little studio we have here, this is more than pro enough for me. Like, I know there are Hollywood movie studios that don't even need a webcam built in, and they don't even need speakers built into their monitor because it just lives in an editing den all day. Never does any FaceTime calls or any gaming or YouTube watching. But this is more of a mixed-use product that is sometimes used to edit videos, like the one you're watching, and edit photos, like the thumbnail of this video, but then other times is used to make a video call or get on a virtual meeting, and then the perfectly average 1080p center stage webcam is nice to have in that case. And sometimes it might actually be used to just watch videos, listen to music, do other random stuff. And the speakers in here are still surprisingly good at that. They're like 16-inch MacBook Pro level, like impressive speakers for in this tiny chassis. You should probably still get dedicated speakers though. They're not even going to be in the same planet. But then the 120 hertz max refresh rate is great for animations and scrolling around, even gaming if you wanted to. Something an actual professional reference monitor would almost never be used for. There really isn't much for me to compare this to. Like, I would love to look at other options for a 27-inch 5K 2000 nit HDR mini LED display with high refresh rate, but there aren't any. So when I also point out that the Thunderbolt 5 cable that it comes with is kinda on the short side, it's like 3 feet long, doesn't really seem to matter. Like, I'm sure the other reviews will also point out that the top gets just a little bit warm once it's been on for a little while, partially because it's a really big, bright display, also partially because there's literally an A19 Pro chip in here with 12 gigs of RAM just to run the webcam and speakers. There's no question other people will bring up that even though the power supply is built in, the power cable is still non-removable, which is still super strange and will make it a pain to get replaced. But at the end of the day, I do feel like if you want the best possible display to complement the MacBook Pro for that one cable plug-in and come-to-life desk setup, it's this one. Now, Apple